What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Wait Until Our Core is Finished so that we can piece other dudes out. Lol. No, this is my Hungarian Holy Roman Empire playthrough where we are fighting Ming via declaring war on Ryukyu, going for that 100% peace out against him, naturally. He only has 2 forts with the exception of his capital, which I should be going for. Yeah, obviously same old business. We're going to be able to core up this land and then peace out Tibet for 100% overextension, which is going to allow us to have plenty of time. We've got all the time in the world, quite frankly, to 100% Ming again. And by all the time in the world, I mean 2 wars worth of time, which is quite a lot of time, honestly. But let's go take a stack out to siege down the province of Ryukyu, which is the war goal. And yeah, let's get into it. So there's not much else going on. I mean, we could declare another war, but let me think. We're integrating 2 subjects at the moment. I'm thinking about whether we can afford to... We could probably do some more diplomatic game. Feed our little guy here. But I think we're far enough ahead. In order to feed him, ideally, I need to be at peace and hand the provinces off to him. No, I'm not going to think about it too much. I think we're just doing fine in terms of a 1 tag. Let's go take out Ryukyu, and yep, this is just about all we're going to be doing. So let's fight Ming, and Tibet is all but entirely dead anyway, but let's try to prevent the other factions who are fighting him from ninjaing our provinces, our occupations, if possible. Oh, we have some liberty desire here, some from French Brazil, who does not have loans to pay off, and some from British Columbia, who does have debt to pay off. French Brazil, eh? We'll have to spend some prestige there. Of course, that's with 99.6 overextension, so it's somehow not that surprising. Hey, we've got a discipline advisor available there to hire. And lest us not forget, guys, we are also going to have rebels to fight. Everybody likes fighting rebels, right? There's going to be plenty of rebel fighting action this episode, I'm sure. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, Ming's hired a lot of troops. Alright, let's try a little bit harder. Unleash the hounds! And by the hounds, I mean the holy bros! Also fighting a dude in the New World. Obviously doing that full annexation here as we go. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My roommate was knocking at my door. I think I will probably not be bothered to edit such a thing out. So I just muted and responded to them if you were wondering what happened. Sorry about that. Let's continue on. Fighting without a general, really good idea when you're just conquering the whole world and you don't really care. 100,000, eh? 114,000, that's a big stack. This here is 1 stack worth. We can march outward to fight Ming. Let's get another stack on the way. I mean, like I said, we've got plenty of time, but this is madness. With Tibet, I also want to siege these kind of provinces up to allow us to occupy them instead of Bayreuther. and allow us to get access all the way out to China. Nice stack wipe there against the old Ming. Nice 100% here against the old native in the New World. And I do... Oh, New Castile. Okay, that freaked me out for a second. I was like, what? Who spawned? Who spawned it did? But we're good. We're good. I guess this is the border of Mexico and Louisiana. I do want to be at peace at some point. After these two wars, I think we're going to be at peace for a period, because I do want to cancel our subjects. That's something that needs to be done. Can take up military for -10. I think, let's do it. We have some left over for some boosting of absolutism via harsh treatment. And I actually feel like for once we kind of need it a little bit. Let's have a look here. Yep, we ticked up to be on par with Ming. Little bit, and hey, stability when we need it. Stability and 10 discipline. Oh my goodness. That's a nice event. That feels really good. Fantastique. So, if we look at papal influence, it would be very nice to take something that's a little bit less... I mean, our inflation is doing fine. Our economy is doing fine. Our manpower is surprisingly doing fine. Uh-oh. Let's try to dodge this guy if possible. Just dodge out of here for now. Get nearer to some mountains. We've got a lot of reinforcements coming. And including this stack, which I just want to siege some of these provinces up and then get the way out there. I am working at least on his forts at the moment, but let's equip a siege general here. This is ridiculous to not have one. Time is definitely on our side. Don't have to worry about the rebels too badly actually preventing me from coring my territory. This province was... is it occupied? No. Okay, what happened? I misread. This is basically the main bulk of the Ming's forces. Ooh, he's got a lot of forces. I'm really surprised. He's got those bloody quantity ideas. Do you remember just how badly we ravaged him? But he just doesn't quit, this guy. He just does not quit. Let's put one of our siege generals onto here. Still not working on his capital, which is actually not very good because, you know, that's actually our best fighting general. So I'm going to switch this out to that one. We're using the Imperial CB, so we actually want his capital. Now this is going to hurt, guys, but we're in the mountains. Let's see how well we can duke it out here in the mountains with the -2. Should be able to retreat at least. That's why I'm not going too crazy. Although maybe we won't. Let's see. Ooh, do the little cheeky retreat arena. Yeah, now this absolutism, our legitimacy is full. We could get up to 100%, I think. 100 absolutism, rather, which is the admin efficiency cap. That is, of course, based around your religious unity. Speaking of religious unity, convert a cheeky province. And this area is looking pretty converted, just in time, it seems, for rebel factions to come back in this area. They probably will spawn, but we'll see. We will see how things go. Let's move out over towards this area to where we can actually fight Ming instead of losing battles. How embarrassing to be losing battles against Ming at this stage. Yeah, I'm trying to stop, there we go, him from making occupations that I desire. Because I want to be able to take this region, eastern Tibet, the Himalayas, giving us access into China. Pima, okay. Let's take these guys out with this stack while we're doing our business. I said we weren't going to start any wars, but I'll make the exception for colonial wars that are just easy breezy. Wow, the core in progress goes so slow, but I can't just let time go on, guys, while we're fighting Ming like this, though, you know? I have to be a little bit deliberate with my actions here. He's fighting some rebels for us, which is cool. He's got a little bit of admin, which is cool. Some truces coming up, some provinces being converterinoed. It's all good in the hood. I'm really feeling a little bit more optimistic about the rebel situation. Man, those days when we had the counter-revolution thing, where we were not being counter-reactionary or whatever, the 5 unrest, oh my goodness, we were getting like a revolt every month. That was stressing me out big time. Let's group these guys up. Defeat Ming in glorious combat, I say! And then, he should be pretty dead as a dodo. He should casually be about as dead. Approximately dodoed, some would say. Yeah, look at this guy. Stop it, dude. Stop making my occupations. I'm glad I came out this way. Oh, that's a nice little cheeky event. 15% reduced annexation cost. So now this guy has been officially integrated. And which one are we doing? The Holy Bro is not far behind them. No, it's this guy here. Not far behind him. The Holy Bro is the one guy we did not integrate yet. Oh, and that little one province miner up there. Okay. Fighting in hills here. Nice little hill combat. We can also tech up our admin tech, which is not that valuable to us though. This seems more valuable, but at the same time, I mean, obviously completing this tree is more valuable, guys, without a doubt. But it's so much. The mercenary maintenance is good for us, but it's just money. We're so rich. Speaking of money and being rich, let's throw down another colony. Let's just finish up the African action, I guess. Try to unify this nicely. Never mind, actually, I want to... I'm not sure if we send our colonists here, if it changes something like the religion or the culture of the colony. I'm not sure, but I would like to find out. I'm wondering, where is our other colonist, though? Where you at? I don't remember where I placed him. He might be traveling still to where we placed him. Fantastic. Losing stability. Feels bad, man. I think that's actually the best use of our admin right now. I think I might just spend the 200. Boosting stability would be worth it. Okay, fighting Ming there successfully by the looks of things. Integrating a dude successfully by the looks of things. We probably have the odd thing around now. Unit is what I mean by thing. I'll keep a fort level 8 in this mountain range, you know. But just get rid of the rest. Be gone! Get destroyed-o'd. None of these we need anymore nowadays. I mean, Ming does walk all the way out here. I don't want to get rid of literally every fort because it helps keep our army maintenance up. This one I meant to get rid of some time ago, but I'll keep the odd one in the mountains like that around. Rank 2's just garbage. It's just a waste of my life. We actually don't have many forts, come to think of it. I've been keeping these rank 2s because of rebels, and I will actually continue to keep them just for a moment. This one can go away. And I was keeping this one for rebels as well. I might just keep that one. It is rank 8. Again, the army tradition is what I'm worried about. Like, our economy is so good, as if I'm all that concerned, you know, about our money, financial situation at this stage. We are so powerful. We are so strong. This is grasslands. How's our composition? He's mostly infantry. We have hardly infantry there. We have to be careful. Let our stack replenish. Replenisherino. Killing a dude in the New World like it's no big deal. Every now and then you just have to kill a dude in the New World. What's that? One little dude up there. These are some rebels, Tibetan rebels. I'll take that occupation, please. He's taking stuff from Bairetia, however you say the name. Bairetia. And I will take it. I should, though, focus on this area. Bridge the gap between China and India. Like that. Yep. Give us some access down into Daviet. So our peace offer would look something like this. 96. These ones are all high development from memory, damn it. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. I'll just be content with that, and we're not coring land up while I bloody well do that. Ugh, stop giving me negative events. I was so happy about finally being at 3 stability and having papal influence to spend. Meanwhile, papal influence are dead. They're dead and gone to dead. And what is this? Looming disaster? Dominance of the clergy. Alrighty, that should not be too hard to prevent. 79. That's more like it. Yeah, again, to reiterate what I was talking about is the fact that if we get ahead of the game, I don't know exactly what to do in terms of spending our admin, but I think the best use out of ideas and technology at this stage is actually just boosting our stability up to 3. If we look at the Mamelukes, it's just suffering some unrest, barely, but it's all over. So it's going to come along pretty quickly. Boosting stability would get rid of that. Now the other thing is, if we're doing well, is this. Spend 2, it seems almost suicidal, 2 admin policies. But missionary strength and religious unity, we just can't convert it all. But I said I was going to do it, and I feel like trying to do it. Do you guys know what I'm saying? This unrest, though, is just brutal. Get boostified. Get boostified. So I did have a stack here ready to deal with something like this. Let's go. I might take another policy for 1 missionary strength. I mean, the 1 missionary strength hardly does much for us, does it? Okay, Ming's forts have fallen. These islands need converting. Never forget about the islands. So let's have a look at Ming here. His forts are what? Here? Here? And where was it? There? Alright, and then we should focus on unifying this, uniting it with the rest of the region. Look, getting an idea of what our peace offer would look like. It's pretty big. It's pretty good. Feels pretty good. I'm wondering, should we have access to the north or anything like that? No. Feels pretty good. So that's 100%. Feels pretty good. I think like we would have near. It's always hard to tell with development, but after this war with Ming, it would definitely be fairly even between him and I, not even being the major owner geographically in China, you know? We would almost have half of China is what I'm trying to say. I mean, we do, of course, we have taken Beijing already, which is historically, I don't mean historically by that, I mean just in terms of the game. I don't know historically, but it is the largest. It's the biggest and the baddest, typically. Because it's like a grasslands or farmlands or something. Farmlands, yep. And he just has every incentive to develop the crap out of it. Oh my god, our composition is not very good there either. Go and reinforce him. So this entire episode we have not cored up very much stuff, lol. The capital has finally fallen. Working on these natives over here in Mexico. Yay, we're winning. Get destroyed! I humbly request that you get destroyed. Alright, let's split some of these units up and spread our sieges out, because in order to get that 100% we do literally need to be near 100%. Where'd that 2k come from? I have no idea. Or that 1k. These must be leftovers of our subject. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Can I humbly request that you get off of my land? This here is my land. This here is my land, you pretender rebels. Yeah, that's what I thought. In the world here, the old world, it doesn't change the culture or religion. Buck Manus with a new colony going down. Typical. He thinks he's pretty clever. Trying to take my land, and by my land I mean literally the whole world, any aspect of the world. How rude. He thinks he's pretty damn cool. He's like, check me out guys, I've got colonial ideas. I'm not impressed. Not bloody impressed. I was going to pick these guys up. We've got to worry about rebel factions spawning in these provinces that we've recently taken. So let's make sure to keep our stacks nearby. Indeedy. We're getting 11 admin a month. With our ruler and our heir, it would result in even more admin. Pretty good stuff. Definitely pretty good stuff. That's with... So we'd be getting 10 a month. I mean, it's not bad, guys, with the focus, obviously. That's if we took the admin policy. I mean, for the longest time, we have been kind of piecing out wars back to back to back, roughly. You know, waiting on overextension to go away. And we seem to, there's a general theme of actually gaining admin instead of losing it, thanks obviously to our admin efficiency and so on being so high. So with that in mind, even though I at this point have very little faith, I'm going to commit even more. And doing what I usually would consider to be suicidal to a game like this, which is taking religious unity, which boosts our absolutism up to 100. I mean, that's a good... How about we justify it to ourselves? 1 admin a month as a reward for that, we get a tiny fraction of admin efficiency. Lol. Not worth it. But still, religious unity should not be much of an issue, as we are 12% over. So hopefully if our legitimacy remains and our religious unity remains, we won't have to deal with this absolutism fluctuating. That actually feels pretty good, honestly. There is a plus side for getting that policy. But of course, going for that cheeky missionary strength and reducing many of these down even further to be converted more quickly. But again, to reiterate, I don't think we can convert the whole world. Like, if these provinces were all converted, the provinces that we integrated here, like all of Persia was all converted, and we were still, you know, taking advantage of that, it would be a different story. But it didn't work out very well with the client states. It had to be a bloody nation that we vassalized and, you know, converted to our religion. Somebody with religious ideas. Or I could look on the wiki, somebody who's like favors religious ideas that we could release or something, I don't know. Or has religious ideas built into their national ideas. By that I mean missionary strength. That would be an option. Somebody around Asia, you know, China or India or the Manchuria, this region, to help us convert. But it just goes on and on and on. This game just goes on and on and on. I definitely have ambition, if you will, guys, to play another game. Like, I've already talked about it. But you will have to forgive me, guys. I may take, like, just a brief period of not uploading every single day in between. Do you know what I'm saying? The series. I mean, it's definitely not that hard, and I want to get... The whole reason I'm doing it, part of the reason I'm doing it, is to know exactly how it is. Sweet. Integrate this Indian dude. I just realized that rebels spawned, that faction. I didn't realize, and they're stopping the coring progress. Quickly! Deal with them. Yeah, anyway, I know full well right now that I can upload every day, which is good. That's what I was looking for. And how it feels to do that. But, how long has he been there? I didn't even realize. I can't look at the progress. Can't be that long. Nice, we dealt with them. Yeah, I'm just rambling on. What I'm trying to say is I feel like having like a couple days out of it. It literally, I upload for months. It's crazy. I never thought about it like that when I was going into it, but this series has been going on for months. I could have finished it much sooner if I was playing it out myself, you know, in my own time. But I actually stall and delay to not get too far ahead of the daily uploads. Let's look at our war score against Ming. Alrighty. So, I'm improving relations with him. That's good. And waiting on this to finish up. Which should be, like, hopefully now. Ming's doing a little bit of a cheeky carpet siege style in Russia. Understandable. If he's having a really hard time, why not resort to that kind of activity? Yeah, we're at 56, and we've taken all of the forts, including his capital and Ryukyu's capital. So, with Ming, it should just be literally taking those occupations that we don't currently have, and obviously take these guys out for the heck of it. That should result as a 100% just taking these cheeky occupations. We have to be vigilant there. Alrighty, cool. Done quite some work in the New World. Not many, I mean, this guy's our subject. This is all that remains If we're going to be fighting these wars, we might as well be fighting these wars, you know what I'm saying? Let's go over here and take them out. What else remains in the New World? Down here, these two. This guy's all subject, which means, I mean, we could just start integrating them. That might be the way to do it. Why don't we blade while improve relations with these guys? So I don't have to cancel the alliance and everything. The vassalage, rather. Start integrating these fools. Alrighty. I think I have a missionary in each of those provinces. So there was an island out here. Let's get rid of that. 7 months. Is there unrest here? Nope. Let's get rid of this as well. I like focusing on specific regions if you can't tell. Needless to say, that's to try to prevent the rebel faction from ever spawning at all. With varying degrees of success. I mean, sometimes it just takes so long. I'm focusing on one region, I want to focus on another region as well, but it just takes so long to convert one region, never get there in time. I actually planned to convert these provinces a long time ago, but we're finally getting to it. I mean, Arabia is another place. Let's just stick to one at a time, though. I'm going to focus on Arabia. Let's try to remember that. I'll just do this island. Do the island. Oh man, Daviet expanding like crazy. That's not cool. It's quite some reconquest there, eh? Damn it, Daviet went from being just over 100 to... I mean, he went considerably higher in terms of war score cost. I mean, we still have plenty of time remaining in the game, though. We can easily 100% him and still have plenty of time remaining in terms of waiting for the truce. So that's good news. Ming has a lot of troops somewhere. They're just mostly wandering around by the looks of things. The color between Tibet and myself is quite similar. Keep having a mind lapse and sending them to my own territory, thinking that I'm sieging him up. Alrighty, we're getting nearer and nearer to progressing towards that peace offer with Tibet. Some people commenting that I'm not going to make it and things like that. I think you guys are referring to the One Faith, right? Those of you saying comments like that. I think in terms of the one tag, I think we got this. There's really no threat remaining. And yeah, I mean, look at, this is all that really remains in the world, guys. I think in terms of coring cost, just casually coring it up back to back to back, I'm feeling pretty optimistic already, but that's not even really considering overextension, guys. I mean, the more and more that we can just overkill it, and we're so much more powerful than our enemies, and the more and more we accumulate manpower and money, the more I can just place down some templates like in Arabia and in the Horn of Africa and all over, really, to deal with rebels. We can really go over our overextension by quite a lot, I would suggest, and kind of maintain that for quite some time. The other thing, of course, is truce breaking. If I do feel like we have an abundance of admin, I can just boost my stability and also, you know, spend the papal influence on stability after truce breaking. Probably the most painful thing is the war exhaustion. But we are once again generating some Diplo, and I mean, we're at Diplotech 28, so we don't have to worry about unbalanced research at all. And we are making some Diplo again. We don't have that much use for Diplo, so we could definitely do some reducing war exhaustion and, you know, then reducing, or rather harsh treatment to sort out the absolutism. we can definitely go a lot harder than where we're going right now, if you feel what I'm trying to say. So I feel like the one tag is within our grasps, which is still going to be satisfying for me. I hope those of you who were hoping we would win faith are not disappointed. This to me is still going to be a satisfying game. Achieving pretty much my personal best ever, with the exception of that this is not on very hard difficulty like I have done in the past, which was very hard, needless to say. I kind of don't enjoy doing that very much at all. You know, when you're trying to play as like the most badass powerful nation ever, like Austria, and just casually England and France are more powerful than you, or Burgundy, it kind of makes your life a bloody nightmare, because inevitably you get involved in one war and then they just all attack you, and it just somehow doesn't feel right as the emperor to be weaker than just your neighbors. It's awfully awkward, let's put it that way. So this guy's doing the standard backdoor stuff that he seems to enjoy doing against us. I've got one stack prepared to defend my capital. We should be okay. There's another stack here up in Stockholm, eh? Why don't we come down in this direction? How's the core progressing, guys? I think one of them, unfortunately, is delayed, but we're progressing well. And speaking of progressing well, this war seems to have wrapped up pretty damn quickly. I don't care too much about attrition. Let's go stand on him and try to siege that down faster, more quickly. Just keep on going, sieging up each of these provinces nice and chill. Got plenty of time. We really do have plenty of time, because when we still have to core up everything we take from Ming and then piece them out. From Tibet, rather, derp. Not everything we take from Ming. We're not going to be taking anything from Ming until we take stuff from Tibet and then core that up. That is what I'm trying to say, but I'm too much of a dummy to say what I mean. Keep converting. Let me feel that good core. We're almost there. Some more and more Chinese revolts, which thankfully are not that large. Taranaki, I know where that is. Who the? Is that Malacca? Oh, we got an achievement. Trade hegemon. Cool, the more achievements the better. I used to hunt them. Oh wow, that makes me feel really good. Malacca colonizing New Zealand. Cool story, bro. Now I'm hoping that Australia can place its own colonies now. That's what I would like to see. That's the reason we did this. Give him some time. But hoping that he finishes up colonizing. Well, we're obviously going to be doing a full annexation of Malacca shortly. And this is a colonial region, so actually if I take his colony from a war with him and then put a colonist in there, it will flip to Catholic, I suggest. Okay, let's give this to ourselves just so it goes to the appropriate nation. And then piece of dude. Casually piece of dude. Alrighty. Very nice. North America is conquerified. Obviously hoping that our subjects continue placing down the cheeky colonies and converting them up. within the end of the game, just for the gloriousness. But we have the finances to, if I can bloody find the guys to recall from. We put one here, didn't we? Recall that. Keep recalling a dude. Trying to fill in the whole world. We only have 2 to work with, and they take a while to be sent out there, you know. Yeah, there's still some action. Why don't we just casually walk all the way down? Here. Take these guys out really quickly. If we've got a stack in the new world, we might as well make use of them. Oh, we finished coring, you dumb derp. Okay, these are almost done. So 3%. So we're looking for, yeah, 100% is fine. 100% is fine. Damn it, he took occupations here. God dang it. We can still walk this way. That's alright. So let's get a nice good 99%. There we go. Keep the truce time short. Alrighty. Ooh, that was quite costly on the admin. Where are you? There we go. Caught that up as well. Alright, now these forts are grotesquely low. That war with Tibet was so easy because of how low ranked these forts are, but let's just get rid of them. Because they are a liability. Yep. And then, to reiterate, that's what Ming is going to look like, but of course, plus Ryukyu as well, the little island off the coast here. Cool. And I'm actually going to work my way towards a... No, not yet. No, I was going to say a peace. A peace. But, no, you know what? What we should do is fight this guy, feed it to him. Then peace out, Ming and him. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to bother with the peace. I'm just going to give the occupations over. Which means we'll be able to give fewer. But let's fight this war right now. Let's fight this war right now. I was going to get a peace to cancel my subjects, so that the truce would finish up, but I decided let's just improve relations with them and integrate them. This subject here is on his lonesome, the subject of Ming. Same military tech, so we got to be aware of that. Don't underestimate him. Fort level 8. Okay, so he's no joke. Tibet was a bit of a joke, let's be honest. This guy's, he's not a complete joke. He's got good fort levels. Let's try to take him out. And how many troops does he have? Yeah, definitely more than the 1 stack worth. A lot of them are there. Some of these troops, send them over. Yep. So I'm going to do a separate piece. Like, I'm going to piece these guys out same time and just give what we can to him via passing the occupations over. Like, it ain't no big deal. I feel like we can spend more of our Diplo as the time goes into the future. As far as our golden era, it ends in 94. So what, less than 20 years? But we just took another big chunk, and more Asia is looking like our oyster to eatify, except don't eat oysters. I personally don't eat oysters because I think they are bad for you. Thank you very much for watching. I think I'm going to end the episode here. And I'll see you in the next one. We will take a big chunk of Ming after pretty much the same thing. Welcome to another episode of waiting for coring to finish so that we can core more stuff. Lol. That's pretty much the series. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Waiting for Coring to Finish, and I'll see you next time.